I think that probably one of the most misunderstood concepts of the Bible is this idea of perfection. What does it mean to be perfect? For example, Jesus says in Matthew 5:48, "Be ye perfect as the Lord your God is perfect." Now, there are two basic, responses to perfection, right? You have one group of people who say, well, it's impossible to be perfect, we'll never be perfect, we'll always be sinning today that we die, therefore, there's no point of trying. And if you do, you're just being legalistic and not really accepting the grace that God's given you because you're trying to do it yourself. While the other side says, no, well, it is possible. We just have to work hard at it. We have to do all the right things. We have to try hard. We have to be better, and we have to work on ourselves, and we need to, be the best people that we can be. All right? So we have these two different views, but both of them are flawed because both of them are working from the presupposition of perfection is based on performance. Perfection is based on morality. But in reality, perfection is not based on performance, nor is it based on morality. Perfection is actually something totally different. Alright, so if perfection is not based on morality or performance, then what does it mean to be perfect? Well, let's actually look at the original language, the Hebrew and the Greek, and see what words were used and what they actually mean in the original language to get a better understanding of what this perfection means. Well, in the Hebrew, the word that's typically translated as perfect is the word tamim. And tamim means complete or whole, right? This idea of this entire thing. It's not just part of it, but the entire thing, right? It's complete, it's whole. In the Greek, particularly in the verse in Matthew 5:48, where it says, "Be ye perfect as the Lord your God is perfect," the word that's used there is the word talios, right? And that word means wanting nothing necessary to completeness, or being finished, or being complete, right? So in both the Hebrew and in the Greek, we have this idea that the word translated as perfect actually has more to do with being complete or whole, right? So what does it mean to be complete or to be whole, right? How does this word match with what Jesus is asking us to do? Well, I think it's actually pretty straightforward, right? God wants all of me. He doesn't just want a piece. He doesn't just want much of me or most of me. He wants all of me. He wants me wholly, W-H-O-L-O-Y. He wants me entirely, completely. He wants me to surrender my whole life to Him. That's what it means to be perfect, right? We're giving our whole lives to God, not just a part of it, not a segment, not a department, not just a piece, not most of it, not 90% of it, but all of it. Surrendering everything to God. That's what it means to be perfect. Now notice how it says, "Be perfect as Lord your God is perfect." So God Himself set the standard for perfection. His divine power has given us everything that we need. Not almost, or not much, or not a lot, but everything. Okay? Everything that we need for life and comes to knowledge of Him. So God has given us everything, right? When Jesus was here on earth, He gave us His all. He surrendered His whole life for us. He didn't just give us a piece or a little bit here and there. No, He gave us everything. He set the standard for perfection. He gave us His all. In the same way that He gave us His all, He's asking us, give me your all. Not just half, not just most, but all of you. That's what it means to be perfect. And that's what it means when it says, be ye perfect